Hey, everybody. This is Patrick Varano. Thank you for joining me on another episode today. And today I wanted to talk about the difficult employee from a different perspective. The last two episodes that I had done, I talked about the difficult employee and really putting somebody on a performance improvement plan from the standpoint of the manager or the person that puts that person on the plan. And when I Googled a number of different ways of looking at what the success rate is of a performance improvement plan, it's never very favorable. None of them, or I shouldn't say none, very few seem to end in a positive way. And I think there are a number of reasons for that. I think maybe we've sort of set somebody up to fail when we do that, or it's a formality that we've almost sort of already decided that this person's not going to be around. But what I wanted to do was really look at it from the standpoint of if I'm labeled that person as the difficult employee, or I'm the person that's been put on the performance improvement plan, I wanted to start this from the standpoint of really, as an employee, of being labeled or being on the improvement plan, is looking in the mirror and saying, what do I own of this? And I think that's really important, right? What do I own of this? So maybe it's a training issue where you don't feel like you've got the skills to do the job adequately, and that's what you're on the plan for. And I will challenge you to say, did you do everything that you could to advocate for getting the training that you needed, or did you just complain about it? And again, I think it's just important for us to really have an open, honest um, self-awareness of where we are on that. And I speak from my own experience of going through a performance improvement plan. That was how I ended up going off on my own. But there's a story there too, in terms of how that happened with me and what I was willing to do or not willing to do in regards to the performance improvement plan. But I think we start there, right? Is have an open, honest dialogue with ourselves about where we are in this. And I think from there, once we can probably find there are some things that we have ownership on in terms of creating the environment we're in. I think the next thing is the decision that we want to make at that point is to say, is this something that I want to try and navigate through successfully? And if it is, then what I wanted to talk about next is actually a study that I used. It was actually published back in 2007. The title of it is Coping with Abusive Supervision: The Neutralizing Effects of What's Called Ingratiation and Positive Affect on Negative Employee Outcomes. And I'll have this in the notes after. It was in 2007.